contribution to the world of medicine is, for the first time, we shown the world that if you are treating some disease and using one kind of medicine and without understanding the other complications, your medicine is not going to work. And for a layman language, I mean, if a patient for a stroke, for example, is admitted to the hospital and it has not only a stroke but the many other factors like hypertension or diabetes, you cannot treat stroke without contributing or helping the other disease as well. We have shown in the model of hyperthermia, because the whole world is exposed to heat. Of course, I know that some of them you like heat, but there are adverse effects of hyperthermia. And what we have shown experimentally for the first time and published the work in New York Academy of Sciences in 2006, that if you have the hypertension and hyperthermia, you require to adjust the dose of the drug. So this is our one contribution in the beginning that is well acclaimed. The second thing, that you try to control other disease or enhance the dose of the drug, you can do many ways. And recently, coming in collaboration with US Air Force Research Laboratory and United States Food and Drug Administration, also from Sweden, because we are members of Swedish Pharmaceutical Society, that is very prestigious one. My wife is also there, she is the member of the Regulatory Affairs in Swedish Academy of Pharmaceutics. So then we try to develop the dose of the drug, and then we are working on nano delivery of the drugs. There could be many different ways of delivering nano medicine. The practice is that have the drug and you formulate in small liquid vesicles and administer to the patient. But since we want to do the breakthrough research, so then we come in contact with the University of Arkansas in Fayetteville, who has the patent of making nano papers. They are very thin papers made of titanium. Titanium is very innocuous, and then we label the drug of different kinds to that nanovirus. When we deliver these drugs in animal models, we can see that the small amount of drug is doing wonders in case of neuropathic pain, in case of traumatic brain and spinal cord injury, and also in situations of hyperthermic brain injury. You see, hyperthermia is very important because the cancer is one of the important disease occurring in our society, and one of the important treatments for that is radiotherapy or chemotherapy or even whole body hyperthermia. That produces brain damage. And then together with Dr. Mureshanu in Geneva World Health Congress, we have for the first time changed the regulation of the WHO that hyperthermia can induce damage to the brain. And this was done in 2003. People are not aware before that. And recently our work together with Dr. Mureshanu and other US partners, we have shown in National Innovation Summit in the United States in 2013 that titanium nanowire cerebrolysine, when given in cases of animal experiments, this is one of the best protector of neuropathic pain and regulates the central nervous system function. On this innovation, we have been awarded top 20% technology award last year in 2013 in the United States. This is National Innovation Summit organized by US government. This year, also in June, we were there for the National Innovation Summit in Showcase in Washington, D.C. And there, this titanium nanowire cerebrolysine used for traumatic brain injury was also acclaimed. And my wife's innovation was there in depression. Because you know, in medical or armed forces, young soldiers, ladies and boys, they have depression. And this is one of the biggest challenge. You can find depression in US military, posted in Iraq or other places. I'm sure the other military organizations, they also have depression, particularly in the young generation, 20 to 30 years of age. So she wanted to show that depression can be treated, and therefore we have used some of the drugs. One drug is antioxidant, it is called H29051, which is AstraZeneca drug, and we have also nanowire. And she presented a paper using a depression model, and that also acclaimed in the military circle about the innovation. So my point is that the basic research is very complementary to the clinical situations. The problem with clinical research, with all apologies from clinicians, the problem you cannot have controls in clinical cases. So if you want to test any drug in any kind of clinical situation, you have to compare your drug with control. But if you are working on brain injury, if you are working on a stroke, where you can find the controls? And then the problem is that this is one of the regions that many drug inventions do not work very well from clinicians. But from the experimental point of view, you could have any drug well regulated and you can test in model experiments. After that, you can try in human cases, and that's why the drug development occurs. So therefore, we believe that basic research is the fundamental for exploring all clinical results. And we should not forget that whatever the clinical treatments are coming now, they are the result of basic research. So that is the reason we are doing on the basic part, and then Dr. Sharma is translating some of our works in clinical research. So this is a perfect union of basic research and clinical research.
Thank you very much, and I think there are very important points to be highlighted. Și în continuare, având în vedere faptul că am vorbit puțin pe ideea cercetării, aș dori să îl invităm pe domnul academician Laurențiu Popescu să ne vorbească despre una dintre marile realizări românești ale științei în ceea ce privește